Yo, what is going on? Speedy here, and today I want to do a tier list on Grand Cross. Now, this is more focused on the JP side version of the game because that is the version I play more of. So, let's get into it, man, and let's just go over my tier list and let me know what you guys think. Also, I do want to mention there's a few units missing, for example, from Nanashi and all the units that came out afterwards. I will add those later on. As like an SR or R character, so stay tuned until the end of the video. I will be adding like the new Merlin and all that kind of stuff. I just, for some reason, right, this tier list would not let me add the assets for them, so we're gonna have to use some SR or R characters in their replacement for now. Okay, let's talk about the tier list. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers. One is broken, beyond God tier. Then we have a God tier. We have really good, which is like, you know, it's up there with God tier, but they're really good. And then we have be good / useful for something, and then we have need buffs. So we'll start off from the bottom, the need buffs tier. Bro, all these characters 100% need buffs, and maybe even some of the B tier characters need buffs as well. For example, like all the bonds, man, all the bonds are just complete trash. Like, nobody uses these bonds outside of like some YouTubers that want to do like showcases on them, but besides that, man, if you tell me you use green bond, man, I don't know, bro. That's capping, right? Belia needs a buff. I feel like a lot of these characters do need buffs, like Benny Maru. Camilla is just complete trash because, but you need her to transform, and by the time she transforms, she's kind of dead to the one. You know, you got Gerhade, bro. You got like Speedy, who's complete, you know, doo-doo garbage. Milo doesn't even do like a damage. So Meliodas, he's complete, like all the Meliodas technically need a buff. So yeah, I won't be ranking the SR characters in today's video. I might do a separate video for that, so I'll let you guys know this is only SSR characters only. Let's take a look at the B tier, right? We got some notable units in here that could potentially, you know, be a rank higher. For example, like Green Monspeed could be a rank higher. Blue Gother, Red Merlin could be a rank higher. But I put him on here because you barely see these units in PvP, and obviously they're useful for stuff because you see them in some PvE activities. For example, Red Merlin, she's still being used for like, you know, Red Demon, that's why she's in the useful tier. But as far as Red Merlin on PvP, man, you really don't see her, especially with, you know, the one running around and being the most common unit on PvP. You know, most red units are gonna fall down a tier because of how just fragile and how they get one-shotted by the one Escanor. She still is really good, like I said, she's got that freeze card, but besides the freeze card, Red Merlin doesn't really have anything going for her. Blue Zeldris, man, you guys already know the story behind Blue Zeldris. He doesn't crit. For example, a unit that could have been higher is this Arthur, but the reason why I put him here is because he's only good for PvE activities. For PvP, he doesn't even have a passive, so you could rank him up in really good, but I guess he's useful for something, which is, you know, PvE. You feel me? Okay, let's take a look at some other units here in the B tier. You have Red Estarossa. I feel like Red Estarossa, you need a specific team for him to work. For example, you need like an Ignite team. Lilia, just complete trash, man. Such a disappointing unit because the King team fell off, and so did she. That's just how it goes, man. That's just how it goes sometimes. Some other notable good units on this tier list are Blue Gallon. I put Blue Gallon here is because he is super fragile. I think he needs like some stat buffs, for example, some defense raise or HP, and he would definitely bump up a tier to really good. Yeah, we have some Jerichos here. Green Jericho, I know Derpy's gonna yell at me when he sees this. He's probably gonna watch this. Derpy, if you're watching this, man, you see your Jerichos here. Don't worry, I ranked up Red Jericho to at least A tier. It's just, bro, Jerichos are so fragile and they just get, you know, collapsed easily. That's why I put them for B. But they're still like fun units to use in, you know, PvE and PvP. And the only reason why they're a B is because Derpy, like he's shown they have potential. All right, Green Shin. Green Shin is a unit that can be ranked up, but I feel like Green Shin is, again, he's so fragile. Like most of these units are in here is because they're so like weak and they get one-shotted. For example, Green Shin, he gets one turn clapped by Sariel, and that's why he's there. To be fair, most units do, but especially if you're a green unit, then yeah, you deserve to be here. You could make a case for Green Shin to go up in A tier, but to be honest, man, I'm doing this tier list also based on usability and how much I've seen the unit itself being run on PvP. And like I said, besides YouTuber using Green Shin, you really don't see Green Shin in the PvP meta, man. Let's be honest. Like I said, if me or any of the other boys aren't using Green Shin, you don't see him in PvP. Okay, let's just make it clear like that. Valenti, again, Sariel is a big threat. You don't really see Valenti anymore. Slater, he's good for Red Demon. Arthur could make a case for him to be higher, but Mono Red is kind of irrelevant. Levi, kind of trash. He could be and needs a buff. Meliodas could also be and needs a buff, but he's a fun unit, gimmick unit. He can still be used for like story stuff. Crimson Demon. Yeah, a bunch of a bunch of trash here. Obviously, dude, I wanted to rank this guy up really good, but he's so gimmicky. He needs like you need the rank 2. If he had a rank 1 taunt, he would have definitely been really good, but the fact that it's rank 2, I'm just gonna leave him right there. Okay, let's take a look at the really good tier, right? We got Zeldris, we got King, you got Death Pierce, Derriere. Blue Deanne could make a case for really good, but I do have a team that's actually like fantastic with Deanne, and it's Green Gother, Deanne, and Goddess Liz. That team actually slaps. If you haven't tried that team, that's insane. That's why she's a really good tier. Roxy's really good. Bond, to be fair, yeah, I put him in A tier, man. You could say Bond maybe could go lower, but let's be honest, man, that snatch is kind of OP, especially if you haven't seen my Bond video, man. We slap stuff up. Merlin, Ult Rush, obviously. I put Melescula here just simply because of the Assault Meliodas team. She's really good because you gotta kill her first to kill Assault Meliodas, and that team kind of gets nasty and scary if you don't manage to do that. So that's why he's there. You know what? I'm actually gonna move Blue King down a tier since he's almost irrelevant from any meta, almost any PvE content as well. I mean, when's the last time you used Blue Skinny King? And I know one guy's gonna comment I used them yesterday. Well, I mean, the majority of people. Red King also, man. Red King can also go down below a tier, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Kyo's still fantastic. Mai is also still fantastic. Red Jericho, put her up there for Derpy, because I've seen the team he runs, man. That team is nasty as well. The freeze team, stun team. Gluxinia is really good on the melee team. You could make a case for Gluxinia to go down lower tier, so I'm gonna just do that. Fraudrin. Actually, I'm gonna put Fraudrin here. One is because, or is that Hendrickson? No, it's Fraudrin. No, it's Fraudrin, right? Yeah, it's Fraudrin. One is because even a whaled out man, he's still kind of trash. Yeah. Escanors, you guys know about Escanors, man. Green Easton's really good. Green Droll, you guys know about my boy Droll. Could be a tier higher. We got Blue and Melly, the Pierce boys are an A. They're really good. You can still run Pierce team and still slap some PvP. Green Dairy, also really good, man, especially on the Assault Meliodas team. Death Pierce, you guys know about Death Pierce. King, yeah, this is probably the... King could go a tier higher. I'll be honest, he could go a tier higher, but he's so... I didn't, like, when I tested him out, like, the other day, I didn't realize he was so, like, you know, fragile. Like, he gets, like, 2-shotted by Escanor. And, like, he gets also like, 2 or 3-shotted by Sariel. So it's like, do I really want to put King here? The King team kind of just fell off, and that's the fact. I don't have him, like, a tier higher, so I just left him there. You got Zeldris. I mean, Zeldris is also a staple almost on any team. You could make a case for him to be God tier. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna put Zeldris up here. And then you got Tarmiel. Obviously, you guys know about the boy Rap got Tarmiel OP. You got Ludo. These aren't in any like rankings. This is me like since Assault Melee's here and Lost Fans here that Assault Melee outranks them. That's just not the case. They're just all in God tier. Gother, you guys know the case about Gother. Dude, Esterosa got for like tower, PvE content, PvP. Blue Droll, insane taunt. Probably the best. I wouldn't say the best taunter. I think he's a really good taunter, especially the best taunter on the Assault Meliodas team. You could make a case for the other Derriere. You got Hendrickson. He is a staple in a lot of teams now, not just the King team. He's a back unit for a lot of debuff teams. Derriere, you guys know, got Derriere. Good for PvP and PvE. Taunt the end, really solid unit, man. I would probably give her the best taunt in the game. Yeah. You got Lost Vein. AoE wipe. He's not in broken tier because of the one. Specifically, this is for PvP content wise. He kind of fell off a little bit. That's why he's in God tier instead of like broken tier. If this was a couple months ago, he would definitely be right here. But the fact that, you know, he's kind of fallen off recently in PvP standards, he's going down a tier because of the one, boys. The one is a problem, man. And obviously you have God tier for Assault Meliodas. I feel like Assault Meliodas, you know, give him another couple of months, he can definitely be here, especially with the team support he gets in the future. Like I said, any demon characters, man, that come out, that's instant support for Assault Meliodas. So Assault Meliodas is probably the best potential out of all these units on the table. Obviously, Goddess Liz, you guys know what Goddess Liz. Sariel, you guys know about Sariel, the one, and then Gother, the best units in the game. Okay, now let's just put in some substitutes here. Okay, so for Nanashi, we will use Elioni. For Nanashi, we'll use Elioni. So Nanashi, I think Nanashi is really good, man, especially as a back unit, support unit. And who else do we got? We got the new Red Easton. I think Red Easton's here. She's useful for something. Actually, she probably needs a buff, to be honest. Valenti. For Valenti, we'll use Green Elihawk because they kind of do the same thing. I think Valenti is here. I think she's got here, man. I haven't seen her in PvP much, but from what I've seen, man, in her team, she if you go first, it's almost a GG. It's almost a GG for Valenti. And then Merlin. For Merlin, we will use her, and I think Merlin's also got tier. And then for Blue Derriere, we're going to use I guess Gilla for Blue Derriere. I think Blue Derriere is also got tier. Yes, you heard it here first. Blue Derriere is an insane counter to Goddess Liz or any buffed up units. She's an insane counter to Assault Meliodas teams as well. She's got an insane time where she can be stunned. I do think Blue Derriere is really got tier. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about my tier list. Obviously, you know, it's opinion based, so, you know, don't go too hard on me in the comments, please. And if you guys want to see more tier lists, man, in the future, let me know. I'll have this updated, right? And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Drop a like.